Hey guys, it's McKernan. Thanks for checking in. Today I want to talk about authenticity and how we can extend authenticity not just into our own lives but beyond into our businesses. This is inspired by two things: a story from an individual client and an actual real-life experience with me buying something in a supermarket recently. The first one is the story. I was working with a personal trainer, and this particular gentleman, at one particular point in the work that we're doing, kind of got to a point where he kind of admitted that he feels some sort of guilt associated with kind of not necessarily what he says, but almost what he doesn't say, because quite often in the personal training business and the fitness industry, you have these people who are fit and physically fit, and therefore train that. And there's two things. There's an expectation on them to have and live the perfect existence, like cucumber in the eyes and coconut juice and coconut water and all sorts of juicing, everything else. So there's this expectation that they almost have to live up to the perceived expectation that they have from their clients, or the perceived expectation they put out upon themselves. And the guilt he was feeling was that secretly, behind the scenes, he was drinking his coffee and eating his muffins and all that kind of stuff. And, kind of wisely and courageously admitted this to us, that, he cheats a little bit in the context of, what he's supposed to do as a trainer. So my encouragement to him and to really anybody in business is why not speak to that? Why not tell that story? So, for example, if he chose to set up a YouTube channel or a blog, why not literally speak to that? Because I can't speak for you, but I can speak for quite a number of people who not just were there in the day, that if you have got two trainers, both in pretty good physical condition, one is called, names himself, dubs himself like the cheating trainer, which we jokingly said to him on the day, and says, listen guys, here's my coffee, here's my muffin. I'm a coffee and a muffin guy in the morning or in the afternoon or the evening time. This is me, this is the truth. But this is what I do to make sure that I compensate for that. And these, when I'm not, there's certain times I eat healthier food, and these are the workouts I do. I think from an authentic, leaning in perspective, a consumer would probably resonate more with that individual, as opposed to the person that sits in here with the big white teeth, the beautiful, kind of tanned skin with the muscles coming out all over the place, saying, hey guys, I live, the perfect existence. I never have caffeine, would not even enter my home, never mind my lips. A muffin, what is a muffin? Unless it's made of cucumbers and, bits of rice crackers and carrots and organic this and organic that, it may just, kind of pass my lips. I'm not suggesting one is better than the other. I'm just saying that sometimes people, not sometimes, all the time, people lean in and become a more connected to somebody who has a degree of vulnerability. Because the guy who's cheating, and I don't believe he's cheating, but the guy is cheating, the system, so to speak, is someone that you can connect to, because we're not meant to live this stringent, tough existence when it comes to food, life, or anything else. So it's almost like speaking to the authenticity of the real person and embracing that and accepting that. And unfortunately, we just haven't done that, whether it's at the corporate sector or whether it's as an individual. A lot of us just haven't done that. And here's just an example. I went into a store. It's a product called Taste of Nature. And actually, it's a product I like. I have no idea from a nutritional perspective it has got any value, but this is a product that I came across about a year ago, and they've been a great snack product. It's organic, which of course doesn't necessarily mean everything, but leaving the nutritional value of this product aside, I liked it, and it certainly replaces things like sweets and Mars bars and everything else. But kind of pisses me off is you go into a store and the box is here. It also shows the size of the regular bar, like the large bar, and this is the box that it comes in. It has a photograph of the larger bar. You buy them, so the perception is that you're buying the large bar, which is, by the way, the same height as the box and everything else. So you get it back, and there's this little thing inside it, right? This little tiny, which is I mean, if you look at that proportionally to the box, it's 2/3 of the size of the box. The photograph they have of the bar there is not even this bar here, it's the larger bar. So they're actually misleading you, not by what they say necessarily, but what they don't say. By the photograph, they're misleading you. Great product. I'm not here to knock the company, but I'm just thinking this shit doesn't need to exist anymore, guys. We've moved beyond this as I believe, as consumers. I think we've moved beyond this in terms of our moral obligation to consumers to actually just be a little bit more honest. It kind of pisses me off because the industry that I'm in, I was speaking to somebody a few months ago and they were saying to me that, I'd love to do one of your programs. And I said, great. I said, no pressure whatsoever, but just to let you know, we've only got I think it was 2 spots left in that thing. And he goes, yeah, sure. And I went, no, I'm actually being serious, because it's a marketing thing. We say, well, 1 or 2 spots left, and of course you've got 50 spots, and you have to run to the back and get in fast and all that kind of stuff. But it kills it for people who are trying to be genuine in terms of their marketing, their sales, just the facts about their business, when you've got so many people out there misleading. And I think that we just need to, if we have a desire, if we see value of being authentic in the context of ourselves, I would encourage you to consider bringing that into your business and trusting that. And when you're in an industry that's surrounded by people who are misleading people, again, not just by what they say, but what they don't say, have the courage to experiment of stepping outside of that zone. And what I believe is you'll actually get rewarded for being real and authentic and truthful in the context of the industry and the business that you're in. Because I believe this shit is dead and gone. This is old news. And I believe this is not a way that we need to package and market our stuff from now on. We don't need to mislead people. And it's not that we're lying about the size of the product with the actual grams and the length of the product, but we're misleading people by the imagery and the perception that we're trying to create. And it's just not required. So something for you to consider in the context of the work and the business that you're in. Thank you.